you the 5 years that it took me to get to this point. So, you're welcome. Let's get to it and help me because I need help. For fantasy life, we are going for real life. And most of my days running around after toddlers, getting rid of so much stuff. Hello friends, welcome back, and today we are going to talk about clothes. Now, I think I'm the type of person that thinks the more clothes I have, the more choices I have, the more I need, the better it is to have a full wardrobe. Well, that is wrong. That is not the way. And today I'm tackling my wardrobe for what feels like the 70th time, but we're trying a new system today, so let me bring you along. Too many clothes is actually more annoying, and having too many choices in the morning makes getting dressed an absolute chore, and I am going to avoid that with this method. So the goal of today's video is to purge my wardrobe and to share with you the tips that I'm using as I go through. We are just keeping clothes that I absolutely love, and I want you to encourage you to do that with me, to go through your wardrobe, to find those pieces that you absolutely love, to avoid that age-old problem of having too many clothes yet nothing to wear. So I have not always had a minimal closet. I was the girl that had every item, every fashionable item. I would go into Primark and buy everything. I would go into charity shops and buy everything, and I still find that tempting to this day. And I have gone from a huge, massive, extremely maximalist wardrobe to a few years ago having an extremely minimalist wardrobe, and now we're finding ourselves somewhere in the middle ground. Since I've had kids, my body's been changing, and I've had lots of different types of clothes that I've wanted to wear in different seasons. You have to think about what your season is right now and what works for you in this season. And this season of my life is motherhood. I am at home, and I hardly go out to formal events or anything super fun. I'm just kidding, I have loads of fun at home. So I found that when I had my kids, I found myself stood in front of the wardrobe wanting to just open the doors to some beautiful, simple, comfy clothing, but just being too overwhelmed by all the pieces that are in there. I just felt like I was sifting through all these pieces that didn't fit right, wasn't the right color for me, I didn't want to wear it, didn't make me feel comfortable or girly or elegant or any of the good words that I would like in my wardrobe. They didn't make me feel like any of those things. So I definitely wanted to be able to open my wardrobe, see things that I loved, grab it and go and move on with the day, especially when you're trying to get changed when you have kids. You're trying to do it quickly, get ready, look as nice as possible in the shortest amount of time. Since starting minimalism, it has been about 5 years in the making. Lots of ups in minimalism, lots of downs in terms of lots of accumulation sometimes, and then having next to nothing the next minute. So I'm really trying to find a happy balance that works for me and for our family too, but specifically for me as I manage my own wardrobe. So what I want to do in this video is go through 4 steps. 1 is to find my style, 2 is to actually purge my clothes, 3 is to organize my clothes by type, and 4 to go through my clothes and get rid of the stuff all over again. Now, I've done a lot of research on this, so I'm hoping that these 4 tips are going to do their job. Help me because I need help. So I'm hoping in this video it will save you the 5 years that it took me to get to this point. So you're welcome. So let's get to decluttering my closet and my wardrobe so that I always have something to wear, and hopefully you will too. Let's do it. So I think I'm learning that the way to declutter your closet is to start with a plan first, because I think without a plan I end up cluttered and disorganized all over again, and I end up doing this process like I have done for the past 5 years, like every few months of my life. So I'm going to start with a plan. So I think what that means first for me is to define my style. First question I'm going to ask myself is, what type of clothing suits my lifestyle? Now, like I said before, I'm not going out all the time. I'm not doing fancy things. I stay at home with my kids, I go to church, I meet friends, I do coffees and host people, and sometimes we have nice events at home and things on at church. So I would like to have some formal wear, but mostly we're dealing with my lifestyle at home. The second question, and something that feels very, very important to me, is what do I feel comfortable in? The same goes for you. What is your style and what do you feel most comfortable in? Because if you're not comfortable, your life's not going to go very well. in my opinion. Another thing that I'm going to ask myself as I'm going to go through my clothes is, what clothes do I actually wear on repeat all the time? What do I always choose? The answer is probably these trousers right here, because they are, look at them, they are flexible, they are cool, they are loose, they are baggy, they're great for this season of my life. They're also kind of dressy. I mean, maybe not this outfit is the most ideal ever, but this is what we threw on this morning. But what do I reach with on the daily basis? When I'm heading out, what am I going to grab that I know is just going to be fine and comfortable and that's going to be great? And what do I just absolutely go, oh no, this, I do not want to be wearing that. So I'm definitely going to be asking myself those questions as we go through the pieces. One thing that I have made the mistake of doing so many times is defining my style for my fantasy life, for the mum that I wish I was, for the lifestyle that I wish that I had. But we are not doing that today, ladies and gentlemen. We are trying to define our style, our own style today that works for us in our current situation, not for the future gym queen that you're going to be at some point in your life. Just go for what works for you right now. In this season, we're not going for fantasy life, we are going for real life. We all have a dream style, right? But it's not always conducive to our lifestyle. So let's go with what truly works for us. So for example, in my fantasy life, I wear beautiful, lovely beige dresses all day long, every day. Now, that is my fantasy life because one, I don't own those dresses. I'd love to own those dresses, but I don't own them right now. And so I'm not gonna just dream of the day that I do. I'm gonna see what I have until those days that I have those lovely beige dresses that I wear all the time, winter and summer. And also the reality is our house is freezing, and so dresses aren't always appropriate for that, unfortunately. I think another thing that's really important for me is comfort and ease. I spend most of my days running around after toddlers, and we have babies around, and so I don't want to be leaning forward and having to sort myself out. I don't want to be constantly untucking. I don't want to be dealing with that kind of faff on my day-to-day basis. Granted, the occasional when we go out for a formal event or something, I don't mind feeling slightly uncomfortable at that point, but on my day-to-day, no, that is not what I want to be faffing around with. So we're going to try and split up all of this clothing into main categories. The first category is active. The second one I think we're going to do is our daily. So what do we do on a daily basis? What does our daily life consist of? Then we're going to move on to formal. So this would be things like date night, meals, girls' night, those sorts of things. Then we're going to move on to work. What you wear to meetings, what you wear to business partners. The next one is our going out. So that would be, I'm going to church, the cinema, where else do people go? Bowling, I don't know, those sorts of things. And then the last one is our loungewear. These are the clothes that you throw on when you think, right, I'm going to scrub the bathtub. Right, I'm gonna watch a movie, I'm gonna put these things on. So this is gonna be our loungewear. So we're gonna base our categories on those things and see what we can kind of come up with. So with those categories that I just mentioned, you kind of want to pick a few of them. So I'm not gonna have a work category. I'm gonna have my going out and my formal wear as a sort of a similar type of category there as well. So just pick the categories that work for you. So with doing these categories, it's really helpful because it's making you aware of how you spend your time and what you own in accordance with what your days look like. So, sorry, I'm just awkwardly sat on the bed. So if you spend 10% of your days or less going out and doing formal things, it wouldn't really make sense for you to have a wardrobe that consists of 40% formal wear or going out wear or night clothes, that kind of thing. That wouldn't really make sense. So you need to think about your lifestyle and what you need specifically for your days. And so having these structures and this list gives you a bit of an insight to, okay, well actually 50% of my wardrobe is loungewear, and I spend most of my time at work or in an office or at the gym, or, you know, so it just makes you aware of where you're spending your time and what you actually need to help you do that the best that you can. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go through these clothes because now we've established our categories, we can move on to the actual purging part. And I've still got a lot of stuff in my wardrobe, and also this is generally just for winter stuff. Now I know I have have got some summer stuff lying around in here, so I'm gonna get those out of the wardrobe and just not deal with those right now. That's my summer self's problem. So let's just deal with the warmer clothes that take us through autumn, winter, and slightly into spring. Yeah, let's get to it. Before I bring any more stuff out onto this pile, I'm just gonna go through this pile to start with and get some order on the bed so that when I bring clothes out, I've got my loungewear, my daily wear, my formal wear, etc. already laid out so I can pull exactly onto piles. Oh, as I'm going, I'm also seeing if there's anything I don't like and don't want and is uncomfortable, and I'm just going to throw that on the floor and not going to overthink it, because when you start to overthink it, if you're really questioning it's probably going to be a no. And I'm going to try and be ruthless here. And you know what, it's going to live in a charity shop bag for a couple of days at least before I make my way to the charity shop, so I have a couple of days to think about it, so I'm just going to try and be ruthless as I possibly can to have a real good look in my wardrobe to see what I absolutely love and not deal with anything else. Okay, let's get to it.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side. Lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day, but I'm right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The
Right,
sun
come on
could
in.
go out, we're gonna be
Think.
okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul, hold my hand. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
I think we're doing pretty well so far. I have done the first purge, so I've defined my style, I have purged my clothes. Next we're going to go on to organising. So I've kind of come up with some categories here. This one is, and let me just turn this around, I have got some more formal clothes for, you know, sort of church or playgroups that I run and bits and pieces, jeans there that I always wear. We have got loungewear here, project clothes and pyjamas there, as well as just, we still have kind of a bit of a stack of jumpers, but we are getting rid of a fair amount here, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. And then under here we've just got some layering tops. If you have done your decluttering, well done. You have done the hardest step. You have purged some of your clothes, and that is the hardest step. That gets you thinking the most, you've got the most decision fatigued. So at this point you're doing so well just to even get to the next step. The next step is organising, and I have some tips for a minimal closet for you. I used to put, well, I used to, this was like this morning, I used to put pajamas and gym clothes in the same drawer. That never really made much sense. So we're going to try and organize our drawers by use. Leggings have a very different purpose to pajamas. Pajamas have a very different purpose to gym clothes. For example, when I'm trying to get dressed and I want to wear leggings and a shirt, I have to go in my wardrobe for the shirt and leggings in the drawer, which is fine, but there could be a better system for organizing those things. So we're going to try and do it by use. So when I'm trying to get dressed and I want to throw on loungewear, I know exactly where to go, and it's going to take me less time and there are less decisions to make. Another reason for doing it this way is that when you put these clothes back, you're able to see what you really have the most of. As you put your formal wear back, you have a lot of formal wear, when really you spend most of your days at the gym, you're a gym instructor, or you know, other events and activities. So this is going to make it really clear to you what takes up the majority of your wardrobe, whether it's really conducive to your lifestyle and what you need on a day-to-day basis. But for now, I'm going to get on with this organizing. I'm going to put everything back in its place where I think it's appropriate for how I get dressed in the morning and what I will be needing. So let's get to it. I'm a bit nervous actually. There feels like quite a lot of stuff still on this bed. I hope it's going to be all right. Well, we'll see, won't we? Getting rid of so much stuff. Look at that. Whoa. Yay. Whew. I am feeling so much better about this streamlined system and way of approaching the minimalist wardrobe. I am so glad you could join me today, and I do hope that these tips have given you the freedom to attack your wardrobe and the mental clarity and the space that you needed and the encouragement that you needed to go ahead and tackle the hard project of your wardrobe. Thanks for joining me today. I'm so glad you are here, and I can't wait to catch you in the next one. If you enjoy motherhood and homemaking and lifestyle things, then please do subscribe. I'd be so happy that you join this community. See you next time. Bye.